Well, good morning, everyone. We're heading on a little errand outside of our town to near Memphis or whatever to get an important little piece of document that you may need before you start out on international travel. And I'm going to renew mine, but it's called the International Driving Permit.
Yeah, and today we're going to tell you if you actually need one. You may not know, never maybe even heard of one if you've not traveled overseas. Welcome to Retire to Roam. I'm LJ.
I'm Russell. We're retired, traveling full time.
On a budget and loving every minute of it.
This is probably the biggest question people have when they start thinking about renting a car overseas. Do you really need an international driving permit? The answer is sometimes.
An international driving permit or IDP is not a replacement for your driver's license. You still need to carry your regular driver's license with you from your home country. The IDP is simply an official translation of your license into multiple languages so that foreign authorities and rental car companies can understand your driving credentials. Now, here's what gets confusing. Some countries require an IDP by law. Some countries may not require it, but a rental car company might ask for one. And even places where nobody asks for it, having one can make things much easier if you happen to get pulled over or have an accident.
Yeah, while we were traveling last year when we were in Greece, we went to a rental car agency in Athens, and the lady said, we'd be glad to rent you one, but without an international driver permit, we do not feel safe letting you rent it. She said, because you could get out here and get in a wreck, and it just would all depend on the actual police officer that worked the wreck or pulled you over for any kind of traffic violation. It's whatever he felt at the time, and if he didn't want to recognize your state driver's license, then you're kind of stuck. And they said it was better to have the international driving permit. They felt to be safer that if we didn't have it, they didn't want to rent us the vehicle.
So I guess our suggestion is wherever you're at, before you rent a car, ask them if you do not have an IDP. In our opinion, it's just better to have one and not need it than to not have it and need it because it's not something you can do over the computer and have it instantaneously. The next question might be if you decide to get one, where do you get it? Well, there's actually only two places in the United States that offers an official international driving permit. And the first one is AAA, and that is where we're going today. And it's actually located inside of a Walmart store. AAA also offers an online application, but since we were nearby a store, we just decided to pop on in and obtain ours in person and not have to deal with shipping and that kind of thing. Just to show you a little bit about their website here, it does tell you what you need to have with you, including your passport size photo. You'll also need to bring in your driver's license and the application. Now, don't worry if you go in person, you do not have to have the application already. They'll give you one there, which they did. And don't worry, they'll take your photo as well. If you are not a AAA member, they're going to charge you $12.95 according to their page here. And then you're going to have to pay $20 per person for the IDP fee. So you're looking at up to $33 per person for your copy of the international driver's license. And the good thing is going in person, when you walk out of the store that day, you will actually have your IDP in hand. If you do not, and you have to have it mailed to you and you apply online, you can see here where it says where you apply by mail, you have to allow 2 to 4 weeks from the receipt of application. So that is something to keep in mind if you are in a hurry.
In addition to AAA, the other company is known as the American Automobile Touring Alliance, is AATA. It's also officially authorized and accepts applications online or by mail.
Which we really never had heard of before. But in looking at their website, they have a ton of information about the IDP, in addition to how to apply for it online through their agency. The best part, I think, about the website is the FAQs, which gives you the answers to really all of your questions. It explains what an IDP is, which we went over already. Are they mandatory? We've also gone over that. Basically says that may or may not be, just depends really on the area. This was interesting. Who is eligible? It states that you have to be 18 years or older. So if you've got a 16-year-old going with you, they are not going to be eligible to apply for one. Can I obtain a digital IDP? This is interesting. It states there is no digital version of an IDP. We do not keep or send an electronic copy of your IDP. IDPs are physical documents that are uniquely serialized and signed by the holder and the only format recognized by authorities abroad. So even though you're applying for this online, they are not going to be sending you a digital copy, which a lot of people might be confused with that. What happens if I receive a citation against my IDP? If you're traveling in a foreign country and are stopped by a law enforcement officer, you should present both your driver's license and the IDP. If a citation is issued to you, it will not be attached to your IDP. Any traffic violation penalties incurred in a foreign country would apply to the country in which you received the citation. Serious traffic violations may result in having your IDP invalidated for use in that country. Let me give you a prime example. In Tokyo, they offer the Mario Kart rides through the streets of Tokyo. It's a tour, and you get on a big go kart looking machine that's decorated with Mario Kart characters, and you go on a tour of Tokyo, which looks like a ton of fun. But we looked into it when we were there, and you had to have an IDP or be an active member of the military and present your military card. So those were the only two options, and I did not have an IDP, so we were not able to do that. So there are things in addition to renting a car that could require you to have an IDP.
Be very cautious of websites advertising international driver license or instant online IDPs. The U.S. government warns that these are often scams and the documents they sell may not be accepted by foreign authorities or rental car companies. We gave you the two options that are viable and are legit, so check those out before you get online looking for something else.
I guess to answer the question, do you need one? Probably not, but
It'd be helpful to have
it'd
it.
be helpful to have it. And if you're just really adamant that you don't want to spend the money on it, if you don't need it, then do some research on the country that you're going to. Maybe even reach out to a rental car agency that you're planning to use and ask them. But also ask, not only will they rent you a car without one, but what does local law enforcement require in the event of an accident or speeding ticket or something like that? Because that's where you could actually get into some trouble. So we'll wrap it up with that. If you have any questions about the permit, please reach out and we'll try and answer it if we haven't already.
And hit the subscribe button while you're there. It's free, absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, we won't charge you anything for that. And hit that like and hype button as well. We'd appreciate that. Thank you all for joining us. Have a blessed day. And as always, safe travels.